Hello Internet, back at it again with another video for tech, gaming, entertainment, whatever news you want to call it. Today is video game news, and today's article is gaming is serious business for man with 444 consoles hooked up to one TV. I thought this was really interesting, and I'll get into that to a second, but it's not the fact that he has 444 consoles. That is very impressive. I think it was said. So this is a Guinness World Record article, and I think this was a world record. So it's most gaming consoles connected to the one TV. So that is the most impressive part, because I'm not sure if this is the most consoles in general like owned. I think he says, I don't know if he says he has every single console ever, but he does have hundreds, which it's like, if you really think about it, most people could only name maybe like a handful or a dozen or so of consoles, but there really has been a lot of consoles throughout the days, and there's multiple editions of consoles too. So I think that has to do with it too, because he talks about having a PS5 or PS4 Slim and things like that, like very specific consoles that were released. And there was a lot of early consoles back in the days that kind of came out and were competing with each other that are really hard to get nowadays. But the really impressive part is connecting it all to one TV. This is an AV like thing of feat, because I barely like can get some of my various computers and things that I have to one single screen, or I don't often like want to or care to. I kind of give up sometimes. I'm like, no, I'm going to have like these screens for this computer, this screen with this computer. And I mean, I've used HDMI switchers in the past. I still have one that I'm not using right now. I have a different setup than I did a year or so ago when I did have an HDMI switcher in here. But I understand how crazy it can kind of get. And especially with all these consoles, you have to have RCA. And having an RCA switcher I wasn't even aware of that being a thing. I don't even know if that's new hardware or kind of old hardware at this point, where he had to get something vintage for that as well. I think they did have something like that in the day, but I know most TVs really only had one set of RCA, and they had another set, maybe two. I do remember having one that had two sets, but so hundreds of video game consoles hooked up with over 30 RCA switches, more than 12 HDMI switchers. You guys wouldn't have heard for these classic consoles. So he has multiple different things, and HDMI game sticks, Android games, and more. So he has more than just, I think, like the traditional things as well. But I think it's funny how a guy can just wake up and be like, you know what? I don't want to have to plug in my consoles. If I want to play them, I just want to be able to play them just like that, super quick and easy. It says in here too, he has a spreadsheet that he knows which switcher to turn on, which I can only imagine he must have like some sort of main switcher, then other switchers, and then maybe like some sort of a switcher matrix thing going on. I don't even know. I wish that they kind of showed exactly how the signal flow was, because that's a video I would definitely watch. But I can only imagine how difficult this would be. I would just give up. I would just be like, you know what? I'll plug in my most played one or two, and then I will just go ahead and unplug stuff and plug stuff back in. Just have a loose HDMI or RCA like splitter thing that I could just plug into, and that'll be the way to go, because this is like I said, truly an AV feat to be able to get all that working. And I wonder if he had external help too. I wonder if he had a guy help plan and map this out, because for someone just to wake up and do this would be pretty cool. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Is this truly an AV masterpiece? Is this truly like the next kind of level for audiovisual like design? Let me know what consoles you have. Let me know what your favorite video game console is too. For me, really quickly, I really like the original DS, but I also really love the Switch too. I we play our Switches a lot. So, yep. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and thanks so much for watching.